Hello you beautiful people, and welcome back to a nice road to glory. As you can see in the top left hand corner and by the title of the episode, we now have over 1 million coins, which is fantastic considering I've played, I believe, 3 weekend leagues and never finished higher than gold 3. Sold everything in the club, made huge profit on every player, 10k on MTT and Di Maria each, 10k on Gonalons, 70k on Ben Arthur, I think 20k on Mane, and 170k on Pogba. All of this has pushed me over to the 1 million coin mark, which is fantastic for this early on in FIFA. Absolutely brilliant. And you can see here as well, I'm just starting to get rid of all my fitness cards. If you want to know how I got to this 1 million coins already, with only playing in 3 weekend leagues, and I haven't been particularly lucky in packs, I've got a few players. I'll drop a video on it on my tips for trading, because I have got, even though you've seen them in this, I haven't done all of them. I've got some other ideas now I'm going to start using for trading, because I just want more coins, I want better players. I'm just showing you this. You call this a mini club tour. You can see what's in my club. I've still got a few decent players in there, a few high rated untradables, first owner Smalling, Kante, but here I'm just zooming through it all. You can see how stacked my club is at the moment. Like, if I sold everything for, let's say, an average of 600 coins, that's another 180,000-ish of gold players, and then I've got silver players, bronzes, many pages of bronzes. Only rare bronzes. The non-rares, if they're in a worse league, like even the Championship, League 2, League, the second Bundesliga, that sort of thing, I'll put them in the silver upgrade, because I still think it's worth it, even though a lot of people don't. You can see my one player there, proof that I have not played a lot of weekend leagues. I've got the one, I finished bronze 1, I think, in 1 month, from just finishing gold 1. But anyway, the FA Cup hybrid came out, of course, as you all know, did this, and then sold all my other players. I believe I made, if I remember correctly, because I don't show you, because I wasn't recording for some stupid reason, I think I forgot to hit the record button. I only made about 30,000 coins, if that, 20 to 30,000. I didn't have a whole lot of them in my club, because, like I said, I put them through the upgrade to get the silvers, which I prefer to do rather than hold on to the bonds. I hold on to the rares because they're rares, obviously, they're a little bit rarer, and if it does come down to a league where you need them, they're going to be the ones that are worth the most. You can see out of our pack we get Michi Batshit. Terrible. If you've got his one to watch card, what are you doing? It might be, if Diego Costa gets horrifically injured, Michi Batshit might be worth an investment in the one to watch, but until then, not a chance. Then we got the Hit the Link squad. I managed to do this. I did this with everyone in my club except for Tulalan. I had to go out and buy him just to get the rating up, but it wasn't too bad to do. It was fairly simple. 2,000 coins. What was it, a rare gold pack? Am I correct in remembering that? I just missed it on the screen. Oh no, a premium gold players pack. And again, we get absolutely nothing. Timo Horn. Is his name Timo, or am I making that up? I think it's Timo Horn. He has got to be my most packed player without a shadow of a doubt. He is unbelievable the number of times I pack him. But alas, it's 3 packs. You can see we're up to 1.1 there. That's because I sold a lot of League 1 and League 2 players, and a lot of my gold fitness cards I got rid of, and silver fitness. I'm starting to sell my gold contracts as well because I don't need them. I've got like 3,500 bronze contracts, which are fine. That's bronze common contracts as well. I think I've got a few hundred bronze rares. I've got loads of silvers, loads of rare cards. But you can see we bought Bergkamp. Big legend purchase, 90 rated, and I was so looking forward to this. I was taking him into the MLS qualifier because I'm not qualified for the weekend league because I didn't play in the last one. This is my false 9. These are my tactics, my player instructions for the false 9. You CDM to man mark and stay back. Fullbacks I just leave as is. Wingers stay forward, cut inside, that's it. Balanced width. For your centre forward, target man, stay central. Midfielders, leave them as they is. Fullbacks, I like to leave them on balanced attack. I know everybody loves stay back while attacking, but in this formation I really like the 2-on-1s you can create with your fullback and your winger. If you leave them on balanced attack, you can really exploit that. Anyway, my custom tactics, I had to get them off my phone, which is why this is a bit slow, because I don't remember them off by heart. I think these need a little bit of tweaking as well. Speed up to 80, passing right down to 33, freeform positioning, chance creation, passing up to 70, sorry. Crossing down to 26. Shooting, I dropped down to 32, freeform positioning, pressure 70, aggression 71, and team width, I believe, I put down to 45. Let's just wait and see. Oh no, 40 and cover. I really like my players to press high up the pitch. I want them getting straight into people. Because I tend to mark the passes. I find if you put the pressure and aggression up, the second man press is a lot faster and a lot better. But you can see there, we're coming up against the MLS team. I didn't know what to expect going into this cup. Because the requirements are stupid. Like 4 MLS players is really annoying. And I thought this would be quite interesting to see what people rock with, but we get through there. Lovely little pass from Bergkamp into Feilhaber, and Feilhaber is just terrible. I subbed off my Feilhaber, my right wing and right back, for Inform Musa Sal, Player of the Month or Player of the Year Jensen and Bellerin, because I just did not want those players on the pitch. And you can see my opponent there gets a red card. We step up with Bergkamp. I was trying to get the arrow to come up, and I realised if you turn the trainer on, you get this little arrow, which is kind of helpful, because that does aim the ball. That tells you where the ball's going, which is useful. And 1-0, and that was it for my opponent. Rage quit in 5 minutes. Fine by me. Bergkamp, 1 game, 1 goal. Didn't really get to try him out much. Overall, I'm so disappointed. So disappointed. But we'll come to that. Anyway, second game here. He's got a nice 3-team hybrid there. The Argentine Serie A team on the left, Arsenal on the right with Lloris in goal, and then he's got his 4 MLS players. He's got Zardes, the forgotten man. A few years ago when he got a team of the season, was it 15? He had a silver team of the season and he had incredible stats. But we get through here. You can see there the overlap from the fullback. I really like that. Into Jensen. Bang, 1-0. Jensen, tidy little finish. I still really like him. Have a chance there. Comes out to Musa Sal. Musa Sal with the cross. Bergkamp with the header. Surprisingly good in the air, given he's got 59 heading and really low jumping. I can't remember the jumping off the top of my head, but his heading is definitely 59. Floating the ball in with Musa Sal. I want to test out Bergkamp in every possible way. My opponent gives it up here to Jensen. Jensen tries to get into Bergkamp, loses it. Into Martial. Finishes. 3-0, happy days, and we get another rage quit. That was that for 2 girls, 1 clop. Happy days, 2 games in, 2 rage quits. This wasn't the hardest of tournaments. People in here aren't the best at the game. Most people qualify automatically now, or qualify through divisions, I believe, because the prize is just better. But I thought I'd do this because the all players pack. And I needed to qualify and I didn't want to play divisions, I couldn't be bothered with that. The all players pack giving you 4 silvers, and silvers are very valuable, and they can be very valuable in future, so I thought I'm going to spam this tournament out. I want to try and win it as many times as I can, because those 4 silvers can be very valuable. But we go into this game, he had a BPL team, I believe, quite nice, pacey, just with the 3 MLS defenders and Tim Howard in goal. Tim Howard a staple of this MLS squad building thing, I believe. And we get very lucky there, try to cut it back. Keeper saves it, holds it on his line, and Martial just steals in to tap it in. And we see Bergkamp peel into the space, chip it in with Bailly, and another headed goal for the 59 heading accuracy man. 2-0, absolutely dominating. My opponent had a chance, and he saw the stats, and that was it. Rage quit number 3. Happy days, smashing through this tournament nice and quickly. I was surprised. And then we come into this game. Again, he's got a really nice defence, except for Marvel Win. He's pace and physical, but he's tiny. That's about it. And then I don't know who the other MLS players are. I don't know who the left wing is. He's got Correa up front, and I believe that's Fernandez at centre mid. Nothing special. I mean, I definitely had the better team going into this. Apologies for the phone. I need to remember to put that on silence. But we get it through there with Bergkamp into Nap. Nap. Terrible. This is why they got subbed off. Back to Bergkamp. My opponent gives it up, and Bergkamp slots it in from the edge of the box, making it 1-0. Pause there to do my subs because I haven't done them yet. And then we get it with Bergkamp again. And Bergkamp, man, I just wish he was better. He's so good. The trouble with his close control dribbling is amazing. He can dribble in and out of gaps. His passing is brilliant, but his finishing let me down time and time again, which just disappoints me. But I'll drop a review on him. Don't you worry about that. That will be coming. But we made it 3-0 there. Nothing else happened in the game until my opponent got a bit lucky there. Got through with Overmars. He subbed on like Overmars, Suarez, someone else, but he left his back line the same, which was terrible. And we win. We're into the weekend league. Woo! I should be able to play all 40 games this weekend for the first time ever. Fantastic. Into there again. Another domination. Not much challenge in these tournaments. So I thought I'd keep playing them. Who doesn't want easy games of FIFA? And for the free packs, I got nothing in that pack, by the way, so I didn't even bother showing you. No good players, no players worth selling. This guy was just not feeling chemistry at all. The MLS does make it kind of hard to get chemistry, but it's not impossible. If you go with a simple formation, you can just use a few Americans and sub them off, and it's fine. But we get the ball into Bergkamp here on the 8th minute. A little drag back from Jensen into Musa Sal. Musa Sal straight to hold off the defender, turn and slots it in. That's his inform right mid, by the way. A review will be coming of him as well, because he, well, just wait for the review. I was really looking forward to using him because his card on face value looks incredible. Nonetheless, my opponent kicks off. And from the kickoff, he's trying to work the ball around here, trying to keep possession. He's doing an okay job, but then he gives it up to Kante into Bergkamp. Bergkamp sees the run of Rooney. Rooney through to Martial. Loads of space. Lays it off to Bergkamp. Bergkamp slots away coolly, and that's what I was looking for from Bergkamp. I was like, okay, he can finish like that. But some of the chances he misses are dreadful. And I don't mean he doesn't hit the target. He misses the entire target. And that was that for that opponent. 2-0. He was done. Next game, MLS team. He's got the 2 strikers. He's got Gerrard. He's got Howard off of Kem. Not a bad team, but this guy was so annoying to play against. He sat part of the bus the entire game. And it made it incredibly frustrating. And he hit me here on counter-attack. I knew he was turning around. Again, we tackle him, drop straight back to him, into Gerrard. Gerrard with the turnaround and the finesse. Fantastic. 1-0. That's how the game finished. Brilliant. And as you can see from the upcoming stats, he really deserved the win. He was clearly the better player with half as many chances and less possession and worse passing accuracy and less chances on shot. But we're not salty. We went into the next game. Again, people just don't care about chemistry in this tournament, which I can understand. I mean, it makes it slightly easier having a legend. Obviously, you can get links. And also, the prices of these players went stratospheric. I think Giovinco went up to like 4k for this. He was going RK at the weekend. Ridiculous. I'm going to have to keep an eye on that, because that's definitely a new trading method. But we went 1-0 down here. My opponent dribbled through with Musa. I hate Musa on this game. He's just ridiculous because he's so terrible in real life. You can't get into the team, and Jamie Vardy's scored, what, 2 goals all season. That's how bad he is. But straight from kickoff here, this is just dreadfully bad passing from both teams, in fairness. Look at this. How many times can you give it away? It's every pass. And then he gives it to Bergkamp, straight through the back of Bergkamp with Smaldini. Knocks him out, the red card, and that was game over. I felt confident anyway, even though I'd gone 1-0 down. This guy didn't seem very good. He was just like pace, try and hit him with pace as much as you can. We get lucky there. Bergkamp wins it back into Martial, finishes. And Martial finishes where I think Bergkamp wouldn't have finished that. Honestly, that's annoying. And then straight in the second half, we're going through Musa Sal, nice little bit of dribbling, finished into the far corner. Beautiful. Game over. Used 10 men. It's 2-1. He didn't have many chances except for that goal he scored. Into Bergkamp. Little scoop turn. Finesse into the far post. Nice finish. But is Bergkamp going to stay in the club? I'm debating it. He may well be going because he's so expensive. And I love him. I love him. I wanted to use him. He's one of my favourite ever players. I'm an Arsenal fan. I wanted him to do so well. But he just let me down. But that's going to be the end of today's episode, guys. Check back later, see if Bergkamp stays, see if he goes. And thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more, and I will talk to you later.